temptations come for us all. Temptations to do those things that we might not necessarily need to do. Those things that will hurt us in the long run. That's what we have to watch out for. We have to understand the difference between a temptation and what is actually right. And it's a lifelong process, right? And we're meant to go through what we're meant to go through. I've always been a strong believer, even before I had any sort of spiritual concepts, that everything happens for a reason. That the universe works in the way it does for mysterious ways, and that's just the way it is. Okay? So we go through what we go through to grow through it, okay? But once you get to a certain point in your life, you realize how much decision you have, how much choice you have in all your matters, right? I can choose whether or not I want to go down that path, this path, that path. But either way, the universe is going to have some sort of destination some sort of pathway for me, some learning journey. It's going to be any which way I go, I'm going to learn, right? And any which way I'm going to go, there's going to be pain. So you might as well go the most painful journey that means the most to you, right? You should forget about what everybody else thinks and just do what you need to do for you. Wake up and get after the things that make you feel some sort of way, that help you feel better about the world, that you know you're making a difference with, right? Even if it takes away from maybe your financial side of your life, maybe this side of your life, whatever it may be, right? You just got to do what it says right here. You got to take action. You got to reflect on what happened, and then you got to alter your plan and then put it into action, right? That's what life's all about. When we mess up is when we take action and then we don't reflect on it in a negative way, and we alter it in a way that doesn't actually fix anything, and then do less action because we're emotional and we feel hurt by whatever the outcome was. When in all reality, if we were just to keep moving and get out of our own head and reflect in an unbiased, unemotional way that is looking at the facts and understandings that actually make sense, we'd actually get somewhere. Now, don't get me wrong. Once you get to a certain point, the way you feel should help you. You should be able to get behind whatever it is that you need to get behind in a positive emotional way, right? I feel very strongly in this, so I'm going to get behind it, right? I feel very strongly, I know my outcome, so yeah, this hurts. My entire last year, right? I went through a whole year of hell working in an industry I'd never worked in before, doing sales I'd never really done before. And it was a lot. I mean, from business expenses to, working 12-hour days all year long, it was a lot. And so, but I knew my outcome. I knew that it was growing. Every day was a battle. Waking up and doing something I didn't love to do, right? Working 12 hours a day. But I knew my outcome. I knew what I was learning. I knew that the process that I was going through was worthwhile, and it would lead me to something better. It would lead me to where I needed to be in a better way, right? So I just kept putting one foot in front of the other. I kept doing my thing. I kept going about it the way I should have, right? Now we make mistakes. I made plenty of mistakes. Obviously, that's the only way you grow. Could have done a lot of things better, but it is what it is, and I learned from it all. I don't beat myself up for what it is that I went through. Actually, I'm grateful and I'm proud of it. Just like before then, when I went through 2 years of a different kind of career or hobby that was the idea was to turn it into a career, right? The pain I went through with that, the money I went through with that, I'm thankful for it. It grew me to such a way that nothing else ever had before, right? I wouldn't take that back for anything. So you have to find these things for yourself. You have to understand what it is that you're trying to learn, right? Or what it is that's motivating you to do something. And understand what's behind it. What's the cause of it? How is that cause affecting you? Not doing it, whatever it is, right? For me, I was working these different jobs that didn't fulfill me at all. And then the money wasn't good either. It was secure. It was easy. I could do my own thing and learn on the backside while I wasn't doing the work. But I didn't like the people I was around very much, or at least their negative energy at work, we'll say. And I had to get away from it. I had to step outside of that box. I had to jump into the unknown, to get uncomfortable, to be able to be myself in a way that I had never been before, define myself, if you will. And that's exactly what I had to do. Right? So, I mean, I wouldn't recommend anybody to go on the path I have or whatever, because it's my individual path. But what I will always tell you is to do what you need to do for yourself, regardless of what anybody else thinks. Because in that process, you will learn how to become your true self. You will get your own self out of your way. And you will develop an everlasting confidence in yourself that nobody can strip away from you. Right? So, take the negative lens off and realize that there's a lot of potential out there. You just have to start moving towards those areas. You have to get your habits in alignment with what it is you're trying to achieve. You have to visualize and understand your potential, right? It's not enough just to remove the trauma or remove the self-limiting beliefs. You have to replace those self-limiting beliefs with visions for the future, with a vision that excites you, right? It's been said many times before, like as a leader in general, but as a leader of like a gigantic business, we'll say your vision must be so large that it fits all of your employees or the people that you lead. It must fit all of their vision inside of it, and that's pretty significant, right? You can imagine, Google, Microsoft, these gigantic companies, the vision their leader had when it first started. I digress. Take the negative lens off, put the positive lens on, the productive lens, the lens that helps you see the light in life, the magic of life, how raw reality is and how beautiful it is for that rawness. And then make sure your habits are correlated with whatever it is you're trying to get after. That's all I got for today. Hope you enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe, share with someone who needs it. If you made it this far, go ahead and comment purpose in the comments below. Okay? I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, man. Let's go crush it. Let's have a beautiful freaking day.